Dear students, hello and welcome to SAPS online class. This is Lapan Sarkar. So today I am here to conduct a class on chapter 8 from your Bangladesh and Global Studies book. I think you all know the name of the chapter is the Democracy of Bangladesh and the Elections. So dear students, before the start of our today's class, I would like to ask a question to you. Okay, and this question is very easy to answer. So my question is that what is the most popular form of government system in present world? Okay, again I am going to tell you the question, what is the most popular form of government system in present world? Here I will give you two options. First option is option A, autocratic form of government, option B, democratic form of government. Now I will give you 5 seconds to remember the answer of this question. Okay, I think you have got the answer of these questions. Definitely the answer will be B, that means democratic form of government. Okay, so dear students, we have come in the main point of our today's class. Basically today I am going to take this class on all about democracy. Okay, so before the start of the main part of our today's class, I would like to show our today's learning outcome. So after the class you will be able to define democracy, then you will be able to say about direct democracy, then you will be able to say about the indirect democracy, and at last you will be able to describe about the merits and demerits of democracy. So dear students, let's get started of our today's class. At first I am going to discuss about democracy, but before giving the definition of democracy, I would like to share some information regarding democracy. First of all, the origin of the word democracy. Basically democracy is a English word which has derived from the ancient Greek word demos, which means the common people, and kratos, which means the power. So democracy means the power of the common people. Okay, and next, basically democracy was established in the city of Athens for the first time. Okay, so this is the another information regarding democracy, and this information is very important for MCQ questions. Next information regarding democracy is, though democracy was established in ancient Greek, but democracy was flourished in England through the 18th century, and this information is highly important for MCQ questions. And next information regarding democracy is the most popular government system of the world. So that's all about the information regarding democracy. Now I am going to discuss about the definition of democracy. So basically democracy is a form of government where all the eligible citizens of a country take part to run the state either directly or indirectly. Again I am going to tell you the definitions of democracy. Basically democracy is a form of government where all the eligible citizens of a country take part to run the state either directly or indirectly. Now I am going to show the definition of democracy on screen. So this is the definitions. Democracy is a form of government in which the common people hold political power and can rule either directly or through elected representatives. So this is very pragmatic definition on democracy, and you can use this definition in answer script. Definitely you will get very good marks in your examinations. So dear students, now I am going to discuss some of the definitions of democracy given by some intellectuals. At first I am going to show a picture to you. Okay, I think you all know this man. His name is Abraham Lincoln. Okay, he had given a definition of democracy, and before showing these definitions I would like to say something about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of the United States of America, and he was a president of the United States of America during the Civil War of the United States of America. Okay, and he had given a definitions on democracy in 1963 at Gettysburg speech. Okay, and it was very short speech. It was a speech of only 271 words. In his speech he said that democracy is a government of the people, by the people, for the people. Now I am going to show the definition given by Abraham Lincoln on democracy. So this is the definition: government of the people, by the people, for the people. Here government of the people mean democratic form of government is the government of the common people. By the people means a democratic government form of government is made by the common people. For the people means democratic form of government does everything for the welfare of the common people. So this is the essence of the definitions of Abraham Lincoln on democracy. So dear students, this definition is highly important for knowledge based questions, so you have to give much attention on these definitions. You may face this question in your upcoming examinations. So dear students, now I am going to show another definitions given by Professor Gertel on democracy. According to Professor Gertel, democracy is a form of government where people are entitled to participate in exercise of the sovereign power on behalf of them. This definition is also important for your upcoming examinations. So these two definitions, basically these two definitions are highly important for knowledge based questions. So you have to give much attention equally on these two definitions. So dear student, that's all about the definition of democracy. Now I am going to show you the types of democracy. Basically there are two types of democracy. First one is the direct democracy or pure democracy. The another name of direct democracy is pure democracy. Okay, next one is the indirect democracy or representative democracy. The another name of the indirect democracy is representative democracy. Okay, so at first I am going to discuss about direct democracy. So what is direct democracy? Basically direct democracy is the old version of democracy, but at present we cannot see the existence of direct democracy except some of the places of Switzerland. So what is called direct democracy? Basically direct democracy is such a democracy where all the eligible citizens can take part to run the government. Okay, so this is called the direct democracy. Again I am going to tell the definitions of direct democracy. Basically direct democracy is such a democracy where all the eligible citizens of a country take part to run the government directly. Okay, now I am going to show the definitions of the direct democracy. So this is the definitions of direct democracy. The direct democracy is a form of government in which the eligible and adult citizens participate in governance personally, like they take part in legislations, decision making, imposing tax, justice and other jurisdictions. In some regions of Switzerland, this system of direct democracy still exists. So dear students, this definition is highly important for comprehensive based questions. So if you write down these lines when you will write down about the direct democracy in your answer script, definitely you will get good marks in your examinations. So that's all about direct democracy. Now I am going to discuss about indirect democracy. So at first I want to say indirect democracy is the modern version of democracy, and most of the countries of the world are following indirect democracy as their government system. And you know, Bangladesh is an independent country, and Bangladesh also follows indirect democracy as its government system. Okay, so now I am going to show the definitions of indirect democracy to you. So this is the definition of the indirect democracy. in indirect democracy or representative democracy, all the eligible citizens don't take part in government like the direct democracy, but they run the government by their representatives who are elected by elections for a certain time. Okay, so this is highly pragmatic definitions on the indirect democracy. You can use these definitions in your answer script. Definitely you will get good marks in your examination. Okay. So dear students, that's all about the indirect democracy. Now I am going to discuss about the merits of democracy or the good sides of democracy. First of all, rules of laws are established. So dear students, at first you have to understand what is called rule of law. Basically, rule of law means government will do everything according to constitutions, according to the laws. Okay, so it is only possible in democratic form of government, because democratic form of government is the government of the common people, and democratic government is run by the representatives of the common people. Okay, so this is one of the merits of democracy. Now, ensure responsive government. So at first you have to understand what is called responsive government. Responsive government means government will be highly responsible for the welfare of the people. Okay, and it is only possible in democratic form of government, because this is the government of the common people. Okay. Number 3, ensure accountability of government. So dear students, at first you have to understand what is called the accountability of government. Accountability of government means government will show all of its activities, all of its works in front of the common peoples. Okay, so in democratic form of government we can see the prime ministers, ministers are showing their activities or works in parliament. Okay, so this is one of the merits of democracy. Number 4, ensure fundamental rights of people. So at first you have to understand what is called fundamental right. So fundamental rights are the rights which are highly essentials for the minimum living in society. Okay, so the fundamental rights are ensured in by the democratic form of government, because the democratic form of government is the government of the common people, and the government is highly responsible for the welfare of the common people. Next on is ensure people's individual freedom. Okay, so at first you have to understand what is called the people individualism. Okay, so what the people's individual freedoms. So people's individual freedom means peoples can do everything according to their own will. Okay, and it is only possible in democratic form of government, because this is the government which is run by the representatives of common people. Okay. Next on is ensure freedom of speech. Okay, so what is freedom of speech? Freedom of speech means peoples can express their opinions in front of others easily. Here the government will not impose any restrictions. Okay, but dear students, here I want to share one thing. You can share anything, but you should not share nothing which will be the cause of any insecurity of the country. Okay, and ensure freedom of speech is ensured by the democratic form of governments, because this is the government of the common people. Next on is multi-party political systems. In single line, I want to say this is the beauty of the democracy. In democratic form of government, we can see different political parties are practicing their political activities. Okay, so this is one of the merits of democracy. So dear students, that's all about the merits of democracy, and this topic is highly important for creative questions, so you have to give much attention on this topic. So dear students, now I am going to discuss about the demerits of democracy. First of all, rules of majority. Okay, so at first you have to understand what is called rules of majority. In democratic form of government, the government is run by the political party of majority people. Okay, so it is said that the minority people don't get much facilities from the government. Okay, so this is one of the demerits of democracy. Number 2, political indiscipline. In democratic form of government system, we can see different political parties are trying to form the government so that they can distribute the national resources. Okay, so sometimes political indiscipline is happened. So this is one of the demerits of democracy. Then expensive government system. In democratic form of government, we can see many members of government. So this government is highly expensive government, and this is one of the demerits of democracy. Number 4, party interest. Dear students, to understand party interest, you have to understand that democratic government system means we can see different political parties are trying to form the government. Okay, so it is said that democratic form of government is called the government of the political party. Okay, so again it is said that in a democratic form of government, the government puts its political interest first to run the state. So that's all about the demerits of democracy. This topic is also important for creative question. Okay, so dear students, now I am going to start the new part of our today's class. That is the evaluation part. Here I am going to ask some questions to you, and you have to give the answers of these questions. So my first question is, what is democracy? Basically, democracy is a form of government where all the eligible citizens can take part to run the state or run the government either directly or indirectly. So this is the definition of democracy. Number 2, how many types of democracy are there? Basically, there are two types of democracy. One is direct democracy and another is indirect democracy. Dear student, direct democracy is the democracy of old version. Indirect democracy is the democracy of new versions. And all of the countries of the world, not all of the, maximum countries of the world are practicing indirect democracy as their government system. Then what is the definition given by Abraham Lincoln on democracy? Abraham Lincoln was the 16th president of the United States of America, and he has given a definition on democracy according to Abraham Lincoln: government of the people, by the people, for the people. So this is the definition given by Abraham Lincoln on democracy. Number 4, what is the direct democracy? So direct democracy is such a democracy where all the eligible citizens can take part to run government. Okay, and this is the old version of democracy, and we cannot see this type of democracy except some of the places of Switzerland. And number 4, what is indirect democracy? So indirect democracy is such a democracy where all the citizens don't take part to run the state. but they can run the state by their representatives who are elected by election. Okay, so this is the definitions of indirect democracy. So dear students, now I am going to give some homework. Okay, so you have to write down the merits of democracy, then you have to write down the demerits of democracy. Okay, and after the open your school, you will submit the answer of these two questions to your respective teacher. Dear student, if you want to watch more video classes of mine, you have to subscribe my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Labon BGS Tutorial. Okay, here you will get all of my video classes on your book. Okay, so dear students, before the end of my today's class, I would like to say one thing. You are facing very crucial time. Okay, so don't waste your time, because the result of SSC will be counted when you will try to join any public university. Okay, so stay home, stay safe, don't waste your time. Okay, and so dear students, thank you very much for watching me with your kind patience. So next time, see you again. Till then, Allah Hafiz.